Hello, in this lecture we are going to create a project. We are also going to add a panel control to your form. Open up Visual Studio. Once you've got Visual Studio opened, let's go ahead and create a new project. There are two ways you can do this. You can either click on the new project link, or you can go to File, New Project. The project we're going to create is going to be a Visual C# project, so make sure you've got that selected. It's also going to be a Windows Form application. You can tell it's already defaulted to the Windows Form application because it gives it the default name here. We're going to call it Maze Game and click OK. So we'll give Visual Studio a few minutes to build the form. Okay, so we've got our form. Just need to change some properties on the form and also add a panel control. I want to resize the form. I want the size to be close to 650 in width and 650 in height. At the moment, the property is saying the width is 300, height is 300. You can manually do it from here, or you can use these little squares here to do it. If you notice, keep an eye on the property section. As I drag, the number changes as well. You can see the property value here has changed as well. So if I drag that down, that changes as well. So what I can do to save time, I can just come here, I type in 650, and that will give me the precise dimension 650. So the form has resized to what I want. The size is just my preference, so you can make the form either bigger or larger. So feel free to play around with the size that suits you. Let's also change the name on the title for the form. It's currently saying Form 1. So if we go to the properties page, we can just change the text property from Form 1 to Maze Game. So the title has changed. At the moment, the form is resizable. You can tell by these little square boxes here, but I want to have the form size fixed so that the user who plays the game cannot resize the form. So the way we do it, we use this form border style property. At the moment, the property is set to sizable. I just need to change that and make it fixed 3D. So we click on the drop down and select fixed 3D. So the size is now fixed. So when the visitor or whoever plays the game will no longer be able to resize the form. In addition to setting the size to be fixed, I want to disable this maximize button. Okay, this maximize button. So the property to do that is this one called maximize box. We're going to change that from true to false. Okay, so that will stop that being used. So we've achieved two things with this form here. We've set the fixed size so the player cannot resize the form, and we've also disabled the maximize box here so the form cannot be maximized. Next thing I want to do is add a panel which will act as the playing field where we will build the maze. A panel is a type of container control that lets you lay out a group of controls. So let's add a panel. Go to Toolbox and go to Containers and click on Panel. Just double click and it should add the panel. So this is the panel. Let's try and resize the panel. You can see this little thing here is called the move handle. So going to use that to just move it away a bit. You notice a little line on the top, the vertical line, and on here on the left you got the horizontal. So that kind of like helps you align the form. So what we need to do, I just need to drag it a little bit down. So I'm going to keep dragging until the panel snaps in place. Yep. So I'll just drag the form down so you can see. Let me bring the form down again. That's the length of the form. So I'll keep dragging the panel down until it snaps. You can see a little blue line. Let's see. Once it snaps in place, I'll just bring it up a bit. Okay. And then drag it here a little bit. So just make sure you leave enough space at the top, like I've done here. You see the space I've left at the top, on the left corner, the right corner, and the bottom. Once you've done that, let's run the program so we can see how the panel is positioned in the form. So click start to run so you can see. Okay, so this is what the actual panel looks like inside the form. So in the next lecture, we're going to start designing the maze. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and bye for now.